What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be watching the TNC versus Twisted Minds game. So why am I analyzing this game? This was the game where after TNC won, Yawi actually danced in front of Outplayed because they have that beef before, but I think they're good now since they did give a hug to each other. And it was I guess the second game was quite interesting, or was it the first game where Twisted won? Yeah, the first game, Twisted Minds had a really good draft with like a Matilda. Yeah, they had a good draft with Matilda, utility type of draft. And then the second game, TNC bounced right off. But I think the second game was the closest game. But I just wanted to content this series because of the mainly because of the beef that Yawi and Outplayed had, and let's see how they played it out. But anyways, we're also gonna figure out if Escalera is a better tank than Sensui. Well, he should be technically since he's been a roamer longer than Sensui, so technically speaking, he should perform better than Sensui. So, but we'll see here. I mean, chemistry's gonna be a problem since Sensui has been playing with the main lineup, right? So we're gonna figure out if um Escalera will make a difference. Alright, so anyways, we're looking at the draft. Bonchan bans Fanny right away since we know MP the King is not known for his Fanny. He's not very notorious for the Fanny. They banned the Hilda, they banned the Lo Yi, while TNC they banned Sushin, Matilda, since they lost the first game with Matilda. So I guess, yeah, they're banning it out, and they banned the Hearth. These are actually really good bans right here. But for right here, I think the Fanny is way too early. They should ban the Fanny like more in the third or second ban. The Hilda's not even that prio anymore, so I don't even know why they're banning this Hilda. Usually you ban the Hilda if you're gonna play like if you don't play Badang, then you ban the Hilda. There's also Phobius that counters Hilda, not really counter, but does really good on team fight compared to Hilda. So they get the Joy. These guys get Granger and Badang. So yeah, this is what I mean. Badang is really good against Joy since you can interrupt the dashes like in between, right? So that's why Hilda's not that prio anymore since Phobius and Badang are so prio in the game right now. And those two picks are really good against Hilda, so I don't even think you need to ban this. Like, this is like a wasted ban in my opinion. Granger is a prio pick if Harith is banned, so that's a good pick. These guys could probably like deny a Farsa or they get the Farsa. Because if these guys take the Farsa, they're gonna have that poke that if you guys were watching my previous video, I was talking about the Granger Farsa poke that Falcons did to Onyx PH, right? And they took the Chu and the Irithel, which is not bad. Irithel is a good pick against Granger, okay. Then they picked the Chu. Okay, Chu is also good. These are really good picks so far. Both teams are picking quite common right now. This is what I would expect both teams to pick. Chu is a flex pick. And same with Badang. Badang's also a flex pick. But Chu is decent against Badang since Chu could get out of Badang's wall. Since Chu has so much mobility. So that's why a lot of people pick Chu when there's a Badang pick. And then of course there's a Suyu Joy trade that we usually see, right? So that's what happened there. These guys are gonna ban the Eve. So, okay, there's no Louis, there's no Eve. These guys could either play Farsa or Selena for TNC. So, knowing that, they banned the Tigreal for the Joy, so that's good. They could either ban, oh, they banned the Glue. Okay, so these guys are signing or giving a sign that they might want to go... No, they just banned the Glue, because they already have Suyu. I don't know why they banned the Glue. Maybe they want to go Phobius here? They might ban Phobius right here. It's really hard to play Chu Joy against a Phobius. So they might ban it right here. They might ban it here and then pick it right here. If they don't ban it, they might pick it. So let's see if they ban the Phobius. Yeah, it's like Glue is like really good against Phobius in terms of laning, but they banned the Jawhead instead, alright? So one of these teams will get the Phobius, I'm guessing. Might get the Phobius. I'm not sure because there's still Hylos against Phobius. Yeah, Hylos is pretty decent against Phobius. I mean, it doesn't fully stop the Phobius from jumping around, but it could sustain the Phobius, definitely, and slow you down, kinda, if you don't have Flicker with Phobius, so... They might take the Farsa or the Phobius, right here. Selena, Farsa, or Phobius. Okay, so they take the Farsa for the poke, like I said, the combo that they want. On my previous video, Team Falcons did the same exact thing, and this is what I expect from TNC. And let's see if TNC will execute the Granger Farsa combo better than Falcons. We'll see here, right? It's Twisted Minds they are up against. I would say Twisted Minds is a weaker team than Onyx Philippines, so I mean that's something that we have to consider. But they pick why? Why would you pick Kadita? Why? They could pick Phoveus here. It's fine. I think Phoveus would have been really good here. Yeah, it's not banned at all. Do they not play Phoveus? Phoveus is so good against Joy and Suyu. How did they not play Phoveus? Gatot is alright, I guess, for the feather. Yeah, I guess for feather, but even if Gatot ults in into the Farsa, as long as Farsa has Purify, you're pretty much like, you're useless, right? You don't do shit. Farsa's just gonna fly away. I mean, it might cancel the feather airstrike, but he could probably feather airstrike like once or twice before Gatot could even ulti in. I don't like the Kadita pick here. Why though? It's so, I mean, it makes them like a little bit slower at mid, because Kadita alone clears quite slow compared to Farsa. But then again, if Kadita would wait in the river, considering that he's slower than Farsa, she's slower than Farsa. If Kadita waits in the river, then maybe he could get some pickoffs. But if he keeps showing himself in the map, then it's definitely not gonna work. Alright? Kadita is kind of hard to execute. And it makes you slower, and I mean you might have river control, like a slow river control. It's kinda hard to explain. But if you're a slower clear than the opposite mage, which is Kadita is slower than Farsa, right? Then in most cases, Farsa will rotate faster into the side lane, and then whichever lane Farsa goes to, Kadita will wait in the middle of the river, or like towards their jungle, to wait for Farsa to rotate back mid, and then assassinate the Farsa. That's what I'm expecting for Twisted Minds to do with, sorry, it's gonna go black screen for a second, I'm gonna put my webcam, there you go. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting for Twisted Minds to execute this Kadita draft, but it makes them a little bit slower. I would say it's TNC has a more proactive draft in my opinion. And plus, Kadita is so like combo heavy. If you mess up your combo, you're kind of screwed for the rest of the team fight, pretty much. So he's like a one-hit wonder, kind of. Whereas Farsa, even if you don't have feather airstrike, you're alright. You still have first and second skill, right? Which still kind of hurts. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna skip. Alright, what happened? We skipped a little bit too much. Okay, nothing happened. It looks like it went straight to 1 minute. Alright. We're not gonna see much of the early. They picked the Akai for the last pick, probably to counter-engage the Kadita, if ever Kadita makes the play. That's probably what the Akai is for. And it's really hard to play Chu against Akai too. You can cancel the kick, you could purify the kick, and pretty much mess up your combo if you try to kick Akai. Akai is like not really a counter, but like a soft counter to Chu, but Akai has longer cooldown on his ulti, so that might be kind of risky as well to ulti whenever Chu kicks you. It just depends on the position where he's at. But anyways, we see here, okay, usual emblems, nothing new. Everybody has the usual emblems. Lord JM has the support emblem for the cooldown on Badang. Okay, pretty common start right now. Both XPs are trying to get level 4. And we see Farsa right here, gonna try to poke this Chu. Second skill? No? Okay. Never mind. Okay. So we're gonna see the poking game. Lord JM's gonna get level 4 at mid. Gatot is gonna try to get level 4 at the XP lane. So Badang is gonna get level 4 a lot quicker than, yeah. This is something that Twisted Mind needs to work on. Is a lot of teams right now, all their XPs are getting level 4 at mid instead of getting level 4 at the XP, since this is a longer lane than the mid lane. So it reaches faster. Ooh, see? No more combo. Kadita has no more combos. They're good. Now they do the turtle and they can't do shit. Kadita has barely any poke as well. That's the problem with Kadita. In the meta, poking is like super important. See? as soon as Kadita fucks up a combo, you get a free objective. Because she becomes useless the rest of the team fight. That's why she's not picked often. But anyways, the marksman matchup here, it's kind of still 50-50. Nothing's happening. They're just farming it off. So far, TNC playing it quite well right now. Making sure that Kadita doesn't make any play. So if I'm the Akai, I would be looking for Kadita and Cho. Right? Those are the two playmakers they need to look out for. And as long as they have vision on those two people, they're good. Okay, Kadita's hiding here on the right eye bush. Let's see if he gets any picks. They're gonna try to go for Badang. And Badang is really, really squishy. As you can see, cooldown boots. And he's about to build Thunderbelt. Okay, so this is the problem with Kadita. You see, slow clear. Kind of slow clearing. Unless you're in the tower. And then you just get ganked right there. Don't like the Kadita. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know whose idea it was to play Kadita here. They knew right away that Kadita had to clear mid, so he's gonna show himself. And then they just took both. TNC both took both bushes right here, left and right bush, just to make sure they know where Kadita is gonna rotate. So instead of rotating side lane, they're staying mid and just killing this Kadita over and over again, or not even killing, just giving vision. You see Kadita cleared mid, and then he has to go around now instead of going into the eye bushes. That's a problem with this team comp as well. Like, I think Escalera should be enabling his mid laner first, rather than they cannot even kill this Badang. No, oh they can they? No, they can't. They cannot even kill this Badang even with cooldown boots, support emblem, and Thunderbelt first build. Cannot even kill the Badang. I don't know if they messed up the combo, but it's a free turtle again. You don't kill anyone with Kadita, free objective. But they get a trade with the plating. It's not too bad, I guess. At least they have something. Okay. The main problem for Twisted Minds here is not the side lane, and it's not the jungle. It's the mid lane. Mid lane and tank. They don't have any chemistry with each other, and I see. There you go, messed up combo again. Now he's kind of useless for a good, like, what, 20-30 seconds. It's supposed to be, the thing with Kadita is you still need hard crowd control to be able to burst someone, right? So Cho should be enabling this Kadita, but Escalera is playing this Cho like a utility roamer and just giving vision to Irithel, right? When they could be making plays somewhere else with Kadita. I mean, that's your draft, right? You're playing off the Kadita pickoff. You're a pickoff draft. But with how they're playing it right now, this, what, babysit gold lane? He's not a diggy, right? There it is, finally. He makes a good play. That's one good play from Kadita. 5 minutes into the game. Can they get something here? Okay, they get a trade. Oh god, MP the King. He's going off. I'm telling you, like, the side lanes for Twisted Minds, they're fine. They are fine. It's the mid lane rotations kind of throwing me off, I would say. Or maybe Escalera just hasn't been practicing with the team. That could be, like, why. The reason why. Because this Chu was in the gold lane for the longest time. Usually Chu would rotate around the map and just kind of not show himself or roam around with someone that has bursts. But this Chu, this is the first Chu in a while where I've seen him staying at the gold lane for the longest time. I guess it's working now because they're killing this Granger over and over again. He's died twice now. He's only died once. I don't know how he got picked off there. He doesn't have Purify, so he probably got kicked by Cho. Did they get a free objective though? So they kill the Granger, but there's no punish that's happening. Is what like, even after them killing the Granger, even TNC got the turtle. But this is a problem with TNC. As you can see, they get a free turtle, and then Yawi makes a play and start the team fight for no reason. Right? There was no reason for anybody to make a play there. You guys get a free turtle with Granger just dying, and then you could just reset. instead of engaging and then another person dying. There's still something like the timing of the engagements could be better. I'm not saying it's a bad ulti from Yawi. Okay, he got someone stuck. It's good, but the timing, it's like you got a free objective, right? Why would you want your opponent to have an opportunity to get a trade back by starting a team fight? It just doesn't make sense. You could use your ulti somewhere else, like going into a lane, trying to push into a tower, and then saving your ulti just to zone people out. But in this case, does he have ulti? I don't know if Yawi has ulti at this point. He does. It looks like he does. He has green light on his ulti. They're gonna get this blue buff. Okay. Kadita got the Granger again. Granger needs to position himself a little bit better. He was kind of too overextended right there. Kuzen. A little too overextended right there. Because the kill potential that the enemy has on him there's two people. There's three, technically. Actually, it's a really hard Granger game for him. Yeah. Irithel, Cho, Gatot, and Joy. All of them are pretty good against Granger, so he's gonna have a tough time here for Granger. He definitely needs Yawi to front for him. Okay, let's see what happens here. Nice poke. I would say it's a little bit more like if you watch my previous video about the Team Falcons game versus Onyx, right? We see Granger and Pharsa having a little bit more tandem together where they poke together. It's not just Pharsa poking, it's both of them poking together. And they poke the same target as well. And right here we haven't seen it yet. I've only seen Pharsa poking alone. Let's see what happens. Right here, like if you see it, like Granger is putting DPS and using a lot of Rhapsody on this Lord, where Suyu can handle that. You don't need to. You could use your Rhapsody on him by poking, right? Like use your resources in a more efficient way. You could use your Rhapsody by poking because your Rhapsody runs out as soon as, whenever you use it, every single time. See, instead of helping DPS the Lord, Suyu could do that by himself unless they're bursting the Lord. You could poke instead, which I don't think TNC understands fully yet. So this is where Escalera messed up. Haji goes for an ulti. Does he kill anyone? He doesn't kill anyone, so they're kind of screwed. Granger gets free hit. Does he get free hit? He does. He should be able to kill this Gatot. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you mess up on an engage, like True and Kadita are like so engagement heavy, where if you don't make a play, you're kind of screwed, right? And what TNC is doing is they just want you to come. They want you to make a play, and you mess up. But good thing Twisted Minds actually got the Lord. I didn't even notice that. I thought TNC got the Lord. But if you're seeing what I'm seeing, right? If I'm the coach for Kozen, he should be poking rather than putting DPS on the Lord. He should not be using his first skill into the Lord, because Suyu can hold the Lord as long as he wants. Suyu has Spell Vamp whenever he uses his second skill, when he slashes. Whereas if they just poke before a team fight would not happen if they get poked down. I swear to God, I swear it's not gonna happen if Pharsa and Granger help each other out and just poke the front line. It doesn't even matter if it's Gatot. It doesn't matter if he has Revitalize. If it's Gatot or Chu, just poke together and then you're good. Because these guys have no poke. Look, they have Kadita. How is Kadita gonna poke? If Kadita pokes, you're gonna see where she is, where Kadita is. Technically, it's a girl hero. You're gonna see where Kadita is, so it puts less pressure on the map whenever Kadita shows herself, right? And then Airtel is probably the only poke you have. And Joy, if Joy wants to poke, she has to go in. She has to go in and waste an ulti or something, or has the give an opportunity for Badang to actually mess up the Joy. If Joy goes in for poking, that's the problem right there. Is they have a Badang, right? So let's skip through this. I mean, yeah, TNC's. I get it. TNC's winning. TNC's winning, but there's a lot of things that could be, could be improved that they need to understand that goes around their draft. I mean, like I said from my previous content as well, there's no such thing as a perfect team, right? Even like the world champions before, they were never perfect. I mean, it's close to like a perfect game, but there would be someone making errors and stuff in terms of decision making or micro management, like in terms of individual mechanics. But in this case, that's what I see from TNC. So it's something that they need to learn, I guess, the poking mechanic. Poking before an objective, which I would want to see them do more, probably. If they master that, they're gonna be a scary team. They're gonna be a scary team to beat. They're definitely heading at the right direction, better already than the previous seasons they've had. So, I mean, it's good progress, right? So that's something that you really want to see on a team that's been on the top 8 for the longest time. So finally, they're making progress and they're heading at the right direction. But you got to keep in mind that they've only been playing the weaker teams, AP Bren, Smart Omega, and Twisted Minds. So we don't know how they're gonna fare off against like better teams like Onyx Philippines, Falcons, Team Liquid, right? Aurora. So that's why it's gonna be really hard to kind of gauge them at where they're at. But let's see. The important thing is they're going up rather than down, right? That's the important thing. Hey, Lord Dance, the opposite lane is flowed for TNC, and Shu and Irrital are already here, but if they do show themselves, TNC is gonna burst this Lord, so they go for a conceal play, Joy goes in, they just back away. Now it's their turn to re-engage. They see Kadita as well. Yawi's gonna go for an engage maybe? No, they're just gonna poke. Finally, okay, here we see a poke from Kozen. He's already less than half health. Now they're in an advantage. They could do this to Lord. They know Irrital is not gonna be on this team fight. He has to lifesteal. There it is. Okay, they go 4v5. And then Twisted Minds had no choice but to engage because they wanted to consent the turtle. Irrital still went in. Is he gonna get a triple kill? He's dead. Oh, damn. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Outplayed is actually playing not that bad. Even like he's not even playing that bad. I think it's just it's the mid lane, bro. I'm telling you. Escalera did not make a difference. That's all I'm gonna say. They probably still need chemistry. They still need some work with their chemistry because I'm guessing they just came back with practicing with Escalera. So that's probably what I'm seeing here. They don't have a deeper understanding on how they want to do their pickoff, right? Because Irrital is not a hero that you could kill somebody with Chu. I mean, there's a possibility, but the possibility is like the chances are kind of low, the probability. Because Irrital early game to mid game, she's not gonna output a lot of damage compared to Kadita early game, right? Kadita early game could literally one shot you with a whole combo if you're with Cho, if you have a whole crowd control with you. But in this case, you know, they babysitted the Irrithals just so that Irrithal could farm more freely, I guess, more freely. But it didn't work. In my opinion, if they wanted Irrithal to go ahead, just let Irrithal farm, leave her alone, and just give the towers for free. Not for free, but like if you cannot defend it, and if you see like there's gonna be a 3-man, 4-man gank on you, just leave the tower, let them get plating. It's okay, and then just do a play somewhere else. Make a play somewhere else. Cause think about it, Badang has support emblem, really squishy. Thunderbelt first build, super squishy, easy to burst. So easy to burst for Kadita. If Cho was there, easily killed. They could farm off Lord JM, honestly. As long as they have one extra body. Right here, Kadita makes a play from behind. Good try though. Akai is really good against Joy. Escalera gets a kick. Damn, but Kozen making triple kill. Maniac? Maniac though? Yo, I think Kozen doesn't want to get... He doesn't want to get benched by Benny. This guy doesn't want to get benched. You know, he has something to prove. And if I'm TNC right now, as long as Kozen is playing well, they should just keep him. I mean, he's not playing the best, but like they're still doing good. I think they should just keep the momentum instead of changing the lineup. As long as they're winning, they should keep the lineup. But as soon as they lose, maybe once or twice, maybe twice. As soon as they lose twice with Kozen, then maybe start considering Benny. And then we see Yawi here dancing in front of Outplayed, and it looks like the feud is done. Them hugging each other out. So that's good. That's something good to see. We see a little bit of fun in the MPL, which we haven't seen like a lot recently, right? We haven't seen a lot of those type of stuff, the taunting and stuff, the friendly banters. We don't see it a lot, so it's nice to see it again. The marshals try to stop it early, but it's just like I wouldn't say it's not even toxic. It's just more sportsman-like banter. The thing that they did in Facebook was kind of toxic though. The posts, the statements, the or whatever. Yeah, the post was kind of toxic, but the thing in the tournaments are kind of it's fine. They hugged each other out, gave him a high five, so it was good. Good thing the feud is over. So yeah, looking at this, Twisted Mind still has a lot to work on. Definitely revolving around their mid lane combo, roamer and mid mage. I mean, and then for TNC, they're definitely better than the previous season, but they still have a lot of work to do. Like they still have a lot of things that they can improve on, right? As you can see from earlier, they're doing their lore dances correctly. I wish I could have seen more poking, right? More poking. If you watch my previous video, the poke was so exaggerated, right? By Farsa and Granger that Onyx Philippines could not. That's Onyx Philippines, by the way. Onyx Philippines. This is only Twisted Minds. I'm not downgrading, but there's a difference. There's levels to this. I'm not even like. I'm not sugarcoating anything. There's levels to this. Falcons was doing that against Onyx Philippines, so there should be no reason for TNC to not be able to do it versus Twisted Minds, right? With such a lineup. And I wanted to see like more poking that before an objective, Twisted Minds could not even. Oh my god, that is that is a throwback right there. Twisted Minds could not even contest an objective. Right? From what I saw, TNC were getting objectives because Twisted Minds were messing up their engage. That's pretty much it. The only poking that I saw was Irithel. That's it. That was the only poke that I saw that was efficiently done. The Irithel on the Lord. Then Irithel had to back, and then he was late for the Lord fight. But other than that, yeah, let me know in the comment section below what Twisted Minds could have done better if they wanted to win this game, and what TNC did really well since they won the series. Alright? I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.